What do you think of when you think of the gym? Boring chicken, broccoli, and rice? Well,
No, no more! That's it!
you can have most things provided they fit within your calories and macros. First, we need to know what a calorie is and how we figure out how much we need. So, a calorie is the measurement for energy that the body uses, and we use calories for everything that the body does, even when you're asleep. One of the ways your body uses these calories is through your BMR, or basal metabolic rate. This is the energy you use at absolute rest. Then you have the thermic effect of food, which is how many calories it takes to digest everything you eat. And some foods take more calories to be able to use than others. Next, you have your NEAT, which is your non-exercise activity thermogenesis. This is just how many calories you burn by doing daily tasks like walking around or doing your job. Then finally, you have your EAT, which is your exercise activity thermogenesis. This is just how many calories you burn doing dedicated activity like going to the gym or going for a run. So, to work out the calories we burn, we're going to have to do an equation. And this is called the Harris-Benedict equation. But if you don't want to do that, you can always go online and search the TDEE calculator and input your details to then get a result of how many calories you burn. Or an even simpler method is if you have a smartwatch that automatically tracks your calories that you burn, so you can always take your average over a week and just continue eating that. Macronutrients are the nutrients your body needs in large quantities for energy and other bodily processes. These consist of protein, fats, and carbohydrates. Protein is one of the macronutrients meant for growth and repair, among other things. In other words, it helps your muscles grow and repair any damage. So how much do we need to eat? The general guide I would recommend is 1.6 to 2.2 grams per kilogram of body weight. And if you're a bit obese or overweight, then you can do that for your goal body weight. Next, we have fats, and these are essential for proper hormone function and are a low-intensity energy source, so they're good for walking and other light activities like that. For the general guideline I would follow is 0.7 to 1 gram per kilogram of body weight, and you got to make sure that you don't exceed 30 grams of saturated fat per day as a maximum based on the NHS guidelines. Then how about carbs? Although you might hear people say you don't need them. Well, while that's technically true, it's your body's primary energy source, and it goes through a process called gluconeogenesis to make them from fats and protein when you don't have enough. And the guidelines I would use is 3 to 7 grams per kilogram, or just fill the rest of your calories with carbs. Now, I'm not saying you should just fill your calories and carbs with pure sugar. This should remain 10% or less of your total daily calories. And to make sure you're using them as effectively as possible, take them before training for a fast digesting carb so you can have a better, more energized workout. Then within your carbs, you should be aided by getting in the recommended 25 to 38 grams of fiber per day. And this will help reduce your risk of colon and other bowel-related cancers, and obviously to help you poo properly.
What a good boy.
Micronutrients are the vitamins and minerals needed in very small amounts to help the body function properly. Now, my recommendation for these would be to follow the NHS guidelines for all the vitamins and minerals to ensure optimal health. And then finally, onto our hydration. I would recommend getting in at least 2 to 2.5 litres of water per day, and if you still feel thirsty, then drink some more, obviously. This can come from many sources like water, fruit juice, Diet Fizzy Pop, coffees, teas, anything like that.